Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel. Today we're going to actually talk through the article I wrote for US Lacrosse Magazine a few weeks ago about my Tewaaraton top 5. We're going to talk about the picks that I made, why I made them, and how I think they're going to impact their team in the NCAA tournament. So Zena here maybe agrees with me. First pick that we're going to talk about is Charlotte North. Now, obviously, Charlotte North has done incredibly well this year. She's a human highlight reel. She can shoot from anywhere. She's a threat even when her back is to cage. She also has that added draw aspect. I think she has something like 125, maybe 130 draws now through the ACC tournament. And she's really just been on fire. If I had to pick, I'd say she might be the front runner. But there's so much lacrosse left to be played in a very, very difficult ACC conference. NCAA tournament isn't going to be easy. So I think depending on how far BC gets will determine whether she wins or not. Moving on to Izzy Skein, the Skein train, as people are calling her. She, like North, is also a human highlight reel. She's fast, she's strong, she has great stick work, but I think what really sets her apart, honestly, from other attackers is her ability to use her vision. She has such incredible field vision. She can sneak passes in. She's a force, and it's almost like when she decides she wants to score, she'll score. She has been a true leader for Northwestern this entire season, and I think is going to give North a run for her money as far as the Tewaaraton's concerned. We talk about North, we talk about Skein. The other attacker really making a run for Tewaaraton in her own right, and someone that I think can easily challenge North and Skein is Jamie Ortega. She is super slippery. Having played against her at US, she's hard to mark because she's so smooth in her cuts. She times her cuts so incredibly well, has a great stick. She's not that big, so you'd feel like she gets overpowered, but she's so fast and so elusive, and just really times everything so well that she's able to get around top markup defenders, doubles, triples, etc. She really has a great eye for the field, and has a crazy, almost 75% shooting percentage, which as an attacker on a #1 team in the country is absolutely unheard of. Keeping things in the defensive world, or not the defensive world, the UNC world, but moving into the defensive world, I think Taylor Moreno is going to get a nod for as a goalie for the Tewaaraton top 5. She is just on fire this year, to put it simply. On a team that gets a lot of praise for its offense, Moreno's really leading a very, very solid UNC defense. She has a 55% save percentage, something like that. Just has great quick hands, is such a leader on and off the field. She's like the calm in a storm, and really doesn't let anything get to her. She'll get scored on and then forget about it. And I think that's one of the most important traits to have as a goalie. And last but not least, I'm thinking Lizzie Coulson from Maryland might get that 5th spot as a defender. She too, like North, has an incredible edge up in the fact that she also is on the draw circle. She just reached the 300 draw mile mark for her, or milestone for the Terps. She's also their markup defender. She's great in transition. She really is the defensive leader back there, and kind of can impact both ends of the field as that spark in transition, that markup defender, and getting it done in the 30s. So I think if there's going to be a defensive spot and a goalie spot, the goalie spot will go to Moreno and the defensive spot will go to Coulson. So that's a look at the Tewaaraton top 5, in my opinion. As of right now, a lot can change. A lot is dependent upon how far teams get in the NCAA tournament and how they help their teams be successful. But regardless of whether these 5 make the Tewaaraton top 5 or not, they should all be so incredibly proud, not only of their individual efforts, but their teams.